Ladies and gentlemen, we are here in the off season, and just like that, we are back to Rostermania. You know what I mean? I mean, this is the first news we've got, which I'm gonna be honest, it didn't take long at all, folks. You know, I mean, guys, this was quick. I mean, they're probably still on the fucking airplane. You know what I mean? They're probably still in Saudi. You know, and also on top of that, Insight, Yahoo, brother, what the brother? You gotta get off Yahoo, bro. You gotta get Yahoo. What is this fucking 1962? This guy's on fucking Yahoo. What the fuck? Hey, I haven't been on Yahoo in a minute, bro. You know what I mean? What the fuck is going on? All right, so Insight tweeted, I have been allowed to explore all my options and will be a restricted free agent for the 2025 season. Hit the DMs or email me at Yahoo. Okay, listen, guys, I don't know where Insight's going. I don't know who's going to want Insight. I think very highly of Insight. I think he's a good player. I just think this year, bro, I think they're just probably going to look for somebody more aggressive, man. Somebody who gets down and dirty. You know what I mean? I think Insight's a good player. He's a very icy player, good SD player, good clutch player. He could definitely help a lot of teams, guys. He can help a lot of teams and be a good asset to a lot of these franchise organizations, man. I wonder who's interested in him. I wonder who's reaching out to him. He's also a very smart player. You know what I mean? So I'm very intrigued to see what happens. Now, keep in mind that he also theoretically could go back to Toronto if they don't get somebody they will. Like, theoretically, he could re-sign back with Toronto. You know what I mean? But I doubt it, to be honest. If he's tweeting this, it sounds to me like they want to move on and find somebody else. So, you know, obviously, best of luck to Insight. You know, great player. Hope he gets on a team. Now, in terms of Toronto Ultra as a whole and as of what they're doing, now, guys, I have no idea. You know what I mean? I haven't heard nothing. You know what I mean? I literally have no idea who they're getting. You know what I mean? I have no clue. You know, I have no fucking clue. I don't know what's going on here. You know, I haven't talked to nobody. You know what I mean? And, you know, I don't know what's going on here, guys. I don't know what's really going on. And, you know, I see a few names being thrown around. Why is everybody saying Cap, man? Why the fuck is everybody saying Cap? Now, if you were Toronto Ultra here, who would you guys get? What would you guys do? Okay, no, don't say Cap, man. Don't say Cap. You know what I mean? I don't know nothing, man. I don't know nothing. Now, I see 3 or 4 names that I see everywhere. I see Ghosty, Abuza, I see Illey, Slasher, Attach, Jimbo. You know what I mean? Really, you can't go wrong with like a lot of those players. I would guess that they're going to try and pick up the guy who can probably get the most kills, who could probably slay. And that leads mostly to probably, I would say, Abuza, Dan, or Dylan. You know what I mean? Somebody said Octane. You know what I mean? If it were up to me and I had to choose, I think Abuza would be a good shout. I don't know if they're going to be able to pull Abuza from Vancouver. Oh, wait, no, he signed a 1 year, right? So Abuza signed a 1 year deal. So if Abuza might be able, he might be up for grabs. You know what I mean? He might be up for fucking grabs here. You know, Dan, I don't know. Did Nate Shop mention something about Dan Ghosty and how they're not letting him go? Because I could have sworn I read something about Dan Ghosty or about Nate Shot saying that they're not letting Dan Ghosty go. I thought I read something. He might be locked up. Is he locked? Okay, and people saying formal, I just don't see it. I saw a clip of Scump saying that people were fucking drunk. Scump said, yeah, people were saying formal, yeah. I don't know, Scump said something about him having 10 inches or something. I don't know. That's what he was saying, you know. And I really don't know. I don't know what's going on with formal. I'm going to be honest with you guys, man. I don't know what's going on. Guys, I didn't say that. Scump said, Seth said that. You know what I mean? I didn't say that. That's what Seth said. You know, maybe we'll see. I think it was on the Reddit. I think that's where I saw it. I think I saw it over here on Reddit, bro. You know what I mean? Today, a chapter ends as we say goodbye to the Iceman. Thank you, Accuracy, for the memories. Now, Lamar, obviously, a great asset to a lot of teams. I don't know if Lamar's going to want to play anymore. If he can get a spot, I'm sure he's going to want to play. But if he doesn't get a spot, I could definitely see Lamar becoming a GM, a coach. Literally, he could be literally a lot of different things, bro. You know, and I think with Lamar's, you know, one thing you can't deny about Lamar is that he's a smart player. He's a smart player. He's been in the industry a long time. He's won multiple events. He's a Call of Duty champion. He knows how to win. He's a veteran, man. This guy's a fucking vet, you know? And I've obviously wished Lamar the best of luck, man. This is a good friend of mine. You know, I got nothing but love for Lamar. So I won an event with Lamar. So, you know, I wish him the best of luck. I'm not too surprised that Minnesota Rockers making changes. Or G2, a.k.a. G2. I'm surprised they haven't changed their shit yet to G2. They still have Minnesota Rocker. But yeah, this is going to be really interesting. I'm really excited to see what they do here. What would you guys think G2 does? Like, I'm guessing they're probably going to keep Estriel and Lynnz. And they're not going to get rid of Lynnz. I just don't see them getting rid of Lynnz. I think they really like Lynnz. I think they see a lot of potential in Lynnz. And then Estriel's a new pickup for them, and Estriel had a good year. I mean, he had a good year. Estriel's a free... Is Estriel a free agent? Somebody said Estriel's a free agent in the chat. I don't know if they signed Estriel on like a 2-week contract because it was like a Saudi Arabia thing. Maybe it was just a quick contract, like a quick bada bing, bada boom, you know? But yeah, I expect them to keep Estriel, to be honest. Unless they get somebody fucking crazy, I expect them to keep him. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't really know what they're going to do here, but I wouldn't be surprised. Is Cobra... Guys, what nationality is Cobra? Do Cobra and Lynnz know each other? Why do I feel like Cobra and Lynnz fucking know each other? Is he French? Okay, so he's French. And is Lynnz French too? Is Lynnz French? Are they teamed? Oh, yeah, they're going to pick up Cobra, I think. They're going to pick up Cobra then. They're going to pick him up, bro. I can see Lynnz trying to get Cobra. I can see that happening, bro. They just got that French connection, bro. Oh, shit. What happened? Ronnie? What the fuck did Ronnie do? Ronnie? I don't expect Insight to be the only Ultra player to tweet RFA. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Well, I mean, it's either Kleenex or Envoy, right? It's either one or the other. I don't know who the fuck it is. Which one would it be? Who is it? I actually have no idea which. Is it Envoy or is it Kleenex? It's not Scrap. I mean, it's not going to be Scrap. It's not going to be... Actually, no, it might be Scrap. Actually, it might be Scrap. It might be. You know? But just because somebody tweets restricted free agent doesn't mean that they won't be signed right back to Toronto. They can still be on Toronto. You know what I mean? It could be. It could be Scrap. I don't know. Why don't you just fucking say it, Ronnie? Ronnie, if you're just going to start fucking leaking shit, why the fuck didn't you just say it, bro? You know what I mean? I mean, what the fuck, Ronnie? You know? He should have just said it. He retweeted. You know, or somebody said Ernexco. Ernexco? No, that's insane. Ernexco is insane, bro. You know? And Ultra fans, who would you rather have? Chat, who would you rather have? A Boozer or Dan Ghosty? Who would you rather choose? Bro, it's a hard decision. They're both very good players. They're both phenomenal. They're both fucking phenomenal. You know what I mean? I think they're both phenomenal players. Most of you guys are saying Ghosty. I don't know, bro. Booz is fucking nice, man. Booz is a great player. I'm surprised more of you aren't saying Abuza. You know, it's honestly tough to say. It's tough to say, man. I guess it depends on the roster. Like, who do you think they're gonna mesh well with, personality wise? I think you can't go wrong with either based on just talent and, you know, how good these guys are at Call of Duty. But I mean, I think based on a personality level, you got to try and find somebody who's gonna mesh well with your team. You know, who's got that personality. And I really couldn't tell you who they would want to choose if that's the case. You know, that's a decision they would have to make. Let's see what people are saying here in the comment section. Ghosty is the best player outside the top 4. It's Dan the Man Ghosty. Abuza is Grosso. Pretty sure it's Ghosty without question. I have no disrespect to Abuza, but Dan is definitely the better player. Ghosty is such an obvious fit. I mean, people are definitely... They're leaning more towards Dan Ghosty. It seems like that's where the community's leading more too, but... we'll see. You know what I mean? We'll see what happens. I don't see Dan Ghosty leaving Thieves. I feel like Dan Ghosty found a home at LA Thieves. You know, like I feel like he's comfortable there. I feel like if anything, they're going to want to build around him, you know? And I know LA Thieves is probably going to want to spend a little bit more this year. I know this year was a rebuilding year for them. And, you know, they didn't spend a lot of money this year. They went with a lot of young talent, hungry players. They didn't spend a lot. So I'm expecting them to spend a little bit more this year. They're probably going to want to get a championship caliber team. They honestly, for the money that they spent, they ended the year great. you know, and I think overall the year was honestly, it was a success for LA Thieves. I mean, they obviously didn't win, but I mean, for the money they spent, I think they made out pretty good, you know, especially the last couple events, especially champs in the Esports World Cup, 2 biggest events of the year, and you know, they came out and they showed out. So I expect them to. That's not what I meant, Juice. I didn't mean when I said made out. That's not what I meant, bro. You know what I mean? What's wrong with you? But get your head out the gutter, man. You know, what's wrong with you, man? Fuck. Everything's sus these days. Ultra Crim 6. No. I talked to Porter. Bro, you guys are funny, man. Porter's not coming back, bro. Porter's obviously on his own journey, doing a whole lot of racing and other shit, bro. Porter's doing really good, man. Porter's doing great. I mean, dude, we haven't talked about Porter a lot, but, bro, Porter, the shit that Porter is doing in the racing scene is, like, crazy, bro. Like, the fact that he was in Call of Duty, won all these championships, won 38 championships, boom. Some of them were FaZe, MW3, won't talk about that, right? But, dude, this guy's now racing. He's winning all his races, right? He's trying to elevate, get to the next level. I mean, he's working out. He's getting fit. You know, he lost a bunch of weight. I mean, this guy's inspirational, man. I mean, this guy's fucking inspirational, chat. The thoughts on Ultra Illey. He's from Canada and can be a good addition alongside Scrap as well, unless someone like Ghosty is available. I don't know what's going on with Illey. So quiet. Haven't seen him stream. Haven't seen him play anything. I mean, I really don't know what's going on here with Inder, man. I mean, I like Illey. I think he's a good player. Just the way that everything happened just gives me like a bad taste in my mouth, man. It just feels like something was wrong, you know? And I really don't know what he's doing right now, if he's playing, if he's talking to anybody, if his mental's good. You know, I mean, I don't know what's going on with this guy. You know, and he did post on Instagram. He posted on Instagram. He might have something up his sleeve here, folks. Inder might have something up his fucking sleeve. You know? I mean, Illey for Prime Minister just said his mental is fine, okay? So his mental must be good. If Illey's Prime Minister just came in and said his mental, he's probably doing good. You know, he's probably doing all right. You know, so, I mean, I would love to see Illey back in there. Guys, I think Inder's an incredible player. So I would love to see Inder back in there. This guy's a world champ, right? So getting him in there would be awesome. You know, can't say I'm a world champ. You know what I mean? 0 rings and shit, but you know, it's all good. You know what I mean? It's all good. Will NYSL make a change? And for who? AKA C9, AKA Cloud9. We got my man NT Lime with a 5 bomb. Everybody get a wine spam in the chat. Show NT Lime some love for the one time, baby. That's what I'm talking about. NT Lime, appreciate you, man. Yeah, I can see C9 making a change. I mean, bro, listen, I like Skies and Kismet. And these guys, I think they have a good team. I think the only way they make a change is if you get a clear upgrade somewhere. But, like, these guys are just getting better and better as the year went on. They won an event. So, like, you know, clearly these guys are a championship caliber team. So you have to be really careful with what you do here. And anybody that does get removed from this team, I can see easily making moves and getting on another team, right? Like, I think you got to be really careful here about what you do. I think all these teams making changes got to be careful about what they do because they're all championship caliber teams. One team that I'm not surprised jumped the gun really quickly, being Toronto. Like, I'm not surprised Toronto jumped the gun quickly, but I thought towards the end of the year, Toronto was kind of mid. I'll be honest, bro. I thought they were a top 4 team throughout the year, but then as the year just went on, it just seemed like they were getting worse and worse and worse. Did anybody else feel that way, or was it just me? I felt like they were getting worse as the year went on. You know, at least just by watching them play. I think individually they're all great players, but just like very inconsistent, man. Like every time you watch them play, it was like, I don't know, man. You know, these guys, you know, they're a good team, but I don't know if they're going to be able to keep up, you know, and keep winning events. I mean, after the first event, it was so promising. They won the first event. The year looked really, really good. And don't get me wrong, they're still an incredible team. I mean, they had FaZe's number, bro. They ran FaZe. Yeah, somebody said they ran FaZe. They literally matched up perfectly against FaZe. But yeah, when it came to like closing, I don't know, man. There's just something about them, man. It just seemed like they're one change away from being great. That's what it seemed like. You know what I mean? Like they're one change away from going crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, guys, also matchups is a serious thing, bro. We haven't talked about matchups a lot this year, but people are like, oh, they ran FaZe, right? I mean, you could say that about different teams running different teams, bro. Like certain teams just match up good against other teams. You know, I don't know if it's like a preparation thing or if it's a play style thing. It was like that back in our day too. World War II, you know, we were disgusting. We used to take down all these top teams, but then we would lose the Red Reserve every time we fucking played them. They just played so weird. They always countered us. They were just a good counter to us. You know what I mean? I mean, this year, same thing. You can say same thing. Ultra with FaZe and Optic, right? You can say the same thing there, right? Like just good, but teams match up differently. They match up good against certain teams. Like I don't know if it's I would guess that it's a preparation thing and a play style thing, but matchup cheese has always been a thing in COD, bro. Certain teams just play better against different. They just play better against different teams. You know what I mean? Yeah, C9 and Optic. Wait, what was the record with C9 and Optic this year? Optic had Optic had C9's record, no? Or Optic had C9, no? 5-0 on land, 5-0 on land. There you go. There's another one. Optic in New York, right? Optic had their number, right? So it's like, it depends. It depends on the team, the matchups. Like, there's so many different things. You know, but I could see NYSL making a change. I can, but they should be real careful about what they do. I don't think they should rush into anything. You know what I mean? I think unless you get a clear upgrade somewhere, you know, and let's be honest, guys, if you had an opportunity to go to any team right now, say you're on fucking, I don't know, say you're a Booza and you're on Seattle. Would you rather go and play with Scrappy over on Toronto? Or would you rather go play with C9 over on New York with Hydra? What would you guys rather do? Would you rather go play with Hydra or would you rather go play with Scrappy? What would you do? What would you guys do? Yeah, I was going to say, me personally, bro, if you got an opportunity to play with Paco, you're playing with Paco. You know what I mean? Me personally, I agree, chat. I agree. I think if you have an opportunity to play with Paco, you're playing with Paco. You're gonna try and play with Hydra. I mean, that guy is literally a do-it-all SMG player. You know what I mean? Now, if you get Hydra and Scrap on the same team, now you know it could be deadly. It could be fucking deadly, man. It really could. I don't see Optic changing. I don't see the FaZe boys changing, and I don't think they should. I think FaZe should stay together. I think Optic should stay together. You know, I think those guys should stay together. I don't see them changing. So I think, you know, if you're like a Booza Dan or some of these other guys, I think the biggest thing you're looking at right now is either C9 or Toronto. Those are like probably the two top spots you want to go to. But I think Paco's probably the one guy everybody wants to play with, bro. That's probably the one guy. You know what I mean? Here, right here. This is where Scump talked about 10 inches.
Scrappy Doodle. Team option. So yeah, I mean, he's not going anywhere.
Well, but that's the thing. That means he has one more year on his contract if it's team option. So you either get $500,000 for him or you let him walk for free in a year. So you start your rebuild now or later. I mean, if he wants to go somewhere, that is. Bro, it's like, what do you do? Like,
yo, Dashy's a free agent.
Damn. He might go to Vegas.
Oh. Formal unclear? Who the fuck put that there?
Benji's stupid ass. This is Benji's dumb ass.
Who made this? Who the fuck put formal is unclear?
Benji. He's a moron.
Hey, yo, what the hell? Yo, that boy Ben J's tweaking.
He's a moron.
That's actually comedy. Formal said he was playing. Yeah, and I have 10 inches downstairs. Not everything that the people say is true.
Wait, why was there a horse? Who made the horse sound? That's where I'm. Who made the horse sound, bro? Oh, Riley's good, man. That came out of nowhere, bro. Yeah, that came out of nowhere. That was bro. Riley was quick with that shit. You know what? Hey, Riley was hella fast with that shit. How the fuck? He was quick with that, man. He was quick. You know, hey, shout out to Riley, man. Yeah, based on that response from Seth, it makes me think that Formal is not playing COD. Based on that tweet right there, I don't think Formal's playing COD, bro. At least that's what it seems like. You know what I mean? It's what it seems like here. Rab on Scrap and Hydra teaming.
If you're New York, or Cloud9 as they're called now, you have to recognize neither of your teams are good enough to beat either of those Optic or FaZe teams next year. The only solution is to come together. Like, this is what Scrap and Hydra must think about right now. Scrap and Hydra have to think about whether they can team up next year. Because both of them are trying to win a ring. Scrap's trying to get his first. And Scrap's looking at the fact that FaZe aren't changing after this. Optic aren't changing after this. So how's Scrappy going to get his ring next year? He ain't getting his ring with this team of 4. Because, you know, they're also breakers, unfortunately, as well, when it matters.
Yeah, see, Pogba, you're saying Scrap won't drop Kleenex. Scrap wanted to go last year.
Scrap is ruthless like that.
Scrap don't give a fuck.
He didn't want to go last year. That's actually facts. That is true. He didn't want to go last year. Bro, why couldn't I get carried to a fucking ring, man? You know what I mean? I would have loved to get carried to it. Nobody could have fucking carried me. You know what I mean? I couldn't get formal with a 1.20 with a 1.80. You know what I mean? What the fuck? You know what I mean? Yeah, no, we did lose the TK. We trolled that. In World War II, we trolled that, bro. That was our squad. We were a hella good squad, bro. We were a hella good fucking squad. You know what I mean? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to open up this papaya. I don't got my keys. You know what I mean? Fuck. Trying to open this shit. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Time for a little rip, man. Time for a little fucking rip, man. You know what I mean? MC tried to carry you, bro. That was one map. MC went crazy one map. I went crazy 3 maps, bro. Guys, I went crazy 3 maps. I went crazy, bro. Y'all want me to go crazy all 5 maps? Y'all want me going crazy all 5 maps, bro? All 5 maps? And honestly, bro, I fell off heavy, bro. If I play COD these days, unless I'm going hard as fuck every single day, the fall off needs to be studied, guys. I mean, seriously, this could be generational science. You know what I mean? I mean, the fall off has been fucking unbelievable. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm washed. I mean, I'm fucking washed now. You know what I mean? I mean, Vals, you say it all the time, bro. Yeah, the fall off must be studied here. You know what I mean? I mean, it's fucking crazy. Oh man. Oh man, it's been a long time, guys. Oh yeah. You guys know I was on a little bender there in New Jersey. I was in a little bender there. You know what I mean? But it's been a long time. You know what I mean? I mean, it's been a long one, guys. It's been a long one. You know, GG's, man. GG's. Also, Tactical Rap, you're a moron. Let me tell you why. Okay. Toronto, bro, these teams, they competed with the top teams this year. He was making it sound like these teams have to come together or they can't beat these teams. I mean, they were beating them this year. You know what I mean? They did it this year. I think to try and tell you guys what Tactical Rap was trying to say, if they want to be more consistent, if they want to be at the top more consistently, they're going to have to come together. You know what I mean? Because it's just a lot of ups and downs, you know what I mean? I mean, you'll have your good weekends, you'll have your good days, but if you want to be consistently the best of the best, top of the top, you know, you're going to have to bring some of these teams together, some of these players together, you know, to compete against some of these other teams like FaZe and Optic, you know, like they're obviously FaZe and Optic, like super consistent, you know, it seems like every time they play, you know, they'll go through their slumps and they'll have their bad periods, but for the most part, they're both pretty consistent, you know what I mean? We got a donation from Josh. You know what I mean? He says, Slayer really got the COD comp redded by the balls. Never seen a group of guys more obsessed with one person. Josh, you think Slayer's got people by the fucking balls? Holy yap. Who's Vegas picking up? I don't know, Scrap. Who is Vegas picking up? I have no fucking idea, Scrap. I have no fucking idea. You know what I mean? Fucking hell. I'm about to get off this shit. I'm about to get off Reddit. How good was Pharaoh, bro? I seen people saying that Pharaoh was, like, okay. Like, people were like, bro, Pharaoh was disgusting, bro. Yo, F3 was absolutely disgusting. RIP F3. It's my fucking brother right here, bro. I love F3 to death, bro. This guy was nasty. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. F3 was fucking disgusting, bro. This guy was bro, this guy was godlike, bro. You don't understand. I used to play with this guy when he was 12 years old, 13 years old, bro. You know, we used to play like 2v2 hardpoint tournaments, 3v3 hardpoint. Bro, this guy was gross, bro. He was gross when he was 13. You know what I mean? Like, bro, this guy naturally just was gifted at COD. Like, I'm telling you, he was one of those players, bro, where he just had that natural talent, bro. Just gifted. You know what I mean? I miss him, man. I really do. I really do miss him, man. He was a good kid, man, and he was a great player, bro. Yeah, he would probably still be in the league still. He was a really good player. I would say he would be ranked similar to where Ghosty is right now, maybe slightly below. See, I actually disagree with that. I actually think Pharaoh would be like a top player. I think he would be like a top player. He was only getting better. I think it's... I don't know if I would say slightly below, bro. Like, bro, this guy Pharaoh could play, bro. I think people, like, forget, bro. This guy was insane. After watching Subways today, all I could think is how is Sledgehammer genuinely this. And listen, before I move on, I don't want people going back and pulling up stats, bro. Stats did not tell the story with Pharaoh. They did not. Stats did not tell the story with this guy, bro. This guy was a ratty player. He was super annoying to play against, bro. Super annoying.